Welcome to Tech Fashion Week at Tech in the City, here from NASDAQ in New York, and thank you for joining me, Melissa Gonzalez, CEO and founder of Lionesque, and Jill Sherman, CEO and founder of Modalist. Tell me, what does Lionesque do?
Sure, so the Lionesque Group is a group of pop-up architects, and we work with brands to create and produce immersive retail experiences to connect the online and offline worlds.
And what about you, Jill?
So Modalist is an online wholesale marketplace connecting brands and retailers. We have hundreds of brands and thousands of stores in over 120 countries, and we're really bridging the gap for selling wholesale inventory to those stores.
And today's topic is the face of the retail future and how technology is allowing retailers to create a new experience, physically experience, merging offline with online. Can you tell me, Melissa, what does this trend cover?
Sure. So, over the years we've seen shifts happening. We went from, you needed a physical store to prove you've made it, and then there's high cost to that, so people switch to e-commerce, and you can have larger distribution channels, but it's become expensive to show up online. So both customers and retailers are craving this. How do I connect with my customer in a real way to heighten the relationship we're having? So they've been turning to pop-up stores. So now you're seeing technology catch up with that, so it's allowing retailers to be more creative in how they're using a physical space to really connect their customer in the online and offline worlds.
And how do you use online with offline? Because it's complementary, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. It has to be complementary, and we know the first thing we say to our customers is really think about who your customer target is, because not all technology is going to work with every group. Are they digital natives? Are they baby boomers? You really have to think about that, because technology is just a tool, right? And it's really about understanding your customer and your offering. But you're seeing it in different ways, so everything from augmented reality to beacon technology, and it's allowing brands to have their customer really immersed in the experience and the lifestyle of that brand. So an example would be what you saw with BabbleBar last year. They did a pop-up store, and they had necklaces on display, and they brought in Perch Interactive, and through that women can come over and see, what else am I going to pair with that necklace? It looks great with this pair of earrings, it looks great. And now that they can have a larger cart size transaction in the space without having all that inventory, but it still covers that touch feel gap because they're understanding the quality in the one piece, and they're getting the benefit. What BabbleBar does well is, here's how you can merchandise it. You're also seeing people be creative in spaces. There's a company called Snaps, and they did a geo-fenced pop-up shop in Washington Square Park. So the physical space was the park, there was no inventory, and through this augmented reality, people can put up their phone when they get a notification of this geo-fenced area, and they can see the products for sale, and they can just click with their phone and buy it.
So you can go to Fifth Avenue using that technology and finally get a store there.
Right, without having a store, exactly. And so, that definitely works with certain audiences, and there's other people who are going to want to go deeper into that experience and really touch and feel, but it's really allowing retailers to be creative with how they're using their space, better edit the product that they're offering, because now they don't need to have full inventory there. They can focus on their key, strongest products and messages, but the consumer can still really learn about the offering.
And how do you encounter this trend?
I would agree. So inventory is one of the largest struggles of any retailer, and also on the brand side too. Both need to carry inventory for different purposes, whether or not on the brand side it's their e-commerce store, or the store environment, it's their brick and mortar store where customers need to physically take the inventory with them. And what we see is that customers are more and more open to touching and feeling the product in store and then having it sent directly to their home. So like Melissa said, it's a bridge between the two, where inventory becomes less, carrying the inventory becomes less of a friction and more of an added benefit.
But not so long ago, brick and mortar was expected to die slowly and e-commerce would take over, but the numbers show that 90% of retail is still done in stores. So have we just, haven't we seen the opportunity in retail, or is it actually online that is putting some more traffic into offline?
Yeah, I think the two feed each other. And so once you've gotten over that first hump of, do I trust this brand? Do I understand the quality and the fit? You're more likely to reorder online with confidence. So it's taking that first step that the physical space helps with the customer and the retailer happen. The other thing is, with the proliferation of social media, you're also getting data in the store, right? So people are coming in, and if you have an incentive, they're social sharers, they're posting online, you're understanding what color are they mentioning the most, what product are they talking about, what words are they using around that, what channels are they being shared on the most. Maybe you're going to have a new marketing campaign now on Facebook because you learn that's your top channel where people were sharing, it's not Twitter or Instagram. So, you know, that first step really allows a retailer, both on the marketing side and the merchandising side, to learn their customer better and then follow up with them online.
But isn't that the omni-channel strategy?
Yeah, it has to be consistent. So they have to be listening, and that's why it's important that it's both the buying team and merchandising team and the marketing team that's taking in that data and doing something going forward. They're going to merchandise differently. They're going to put the homepage images differently now because they're understanding what their customer gravitated to for the season ahead and how they should market to them, what they value. Is it free shipping? Is it fast delivery? Is it fit?
And 25% of smartphone usage is searching for local shops. Is it in this space you should actually use other technologies and say, if you're searching for this shop, we have a pop-up shop, but we have an augmented reality possibility, or whatever technology is used. Is it that behavior we have to help the consumers drive in another way?
Yeah, and you're seeing that, you know, if you walk past any Sephora in Manhattan and you've opted in, you'll get a pop-up. Is there Sephora here and we're having a sale now? You know, I think what these companies have to continue to do that use these apps is really understand their customer first, because it can't feel creepy. It has to feel like, wow, I've been spoken to in a very personalized way and I'm getting something special, and so I'll opt into these opportunities. Retailers that are on a permanent space, you're seeing doing it, but the pop-up stores are looking into beacon technology and figuring out how they can have these messages go out to customers as they're seeing dwell times within the store, and offer them additional information and offer them an incentive to complete the purchase.
And for all the merchants, whether they're online and offline, what do they need to do to tap into this trend?
I mean, they need to, I always say you really need to understand your customer is the #1 way, because if you understand what they value and you deliver it to them, then they'll be surprised and delighted. And especially in pop-up stores, they come in with a different expectation than going to a regular store. It's not, I'm just updating my wardrobe today. It's like, what am I going to learn that's new and different and surprising today? And so if they continue to understand that and they give that to the customer, then customers will crave more of that.
Thank you so much, Jill and Melissa, for
Thank
co-hosting this Tech in the City together with me from NASDAQ in New York. My name is Natasha Fried-Saxberg. Thank you for tuning in.